Right, so day 42. We called out some good trades today, but we just couldn't stay in them, unfortunately. This one, this one right here, I mean, this trade nearly caused me to quit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we nearly binned it off for the day. So this went right up to my take profit. Started to run out of steam a little bit, and not quite sure it wanted to go. And I was literally hovering over the exit trade button. My finger was right there. And yeah, it just absolutely plummeted. So, I mean, the risk management here is woeful. You know, I mean, look at the difference. I mean, that is most people aim for the trades to be the other way around. You know, so your take profit would be, you know, the distance there would be where you'd put your stop, and then you take profit all the way down there. But you know, yeah, yeah. Anyway, unfortunately, our entries are so bad. We do usually have to give trades just that much room to move. But yeah, yeah. So we're looking at this on the 5 minute chart. We go down to the 1 minute chart, and we noticed a bit of a bear flag forming. So we should have exited there to sort of salvage. Well, you want to salvage anything, it'd still have been a loss, but it wouldn't quite have been as big a loss. But yeah, whatever. That was that one. Yeah, another really not a great entry on this one. Poor timing of the entry. I think what we're looking at here is that we've broken above the 200 EMA. We've come back down to where, you know, your previous resistance, hopefully turn into support. It just didn't. It just didn't. That's all. You know, it came right back down. So this one just is what it is. You know. Yeah, but I think timing of our entry wasn't great. Realistically, you'd have been better off entering it on these big green candles, you know, where it's breaking out there now. Got a lot of momentum. Instead, we've just entered really as it's pulling back. So, yeah, never really going to work. But, yeah. Right, so this one we've got that bear flag breaking out there now. Followed this one quite tightly with my stop, and it ended up coming back. Did it? I think the issue is when I give trades more room and don't move my stop, it comes all the way back and hits my stop loss. But then when I follow a trade up with my stop loss, it then stops me out, then continues its momentum. I mean, in this instance, if I'd have left the stop at break even, I'd have been able to catch a much larger move, and that kind of happened a lot today, to be fair. We also identified a lot of trades that we didn't take yesterday. Yeah, well, it would have been yesterday, wouldn't it? That, you know, it was like if we'd have taken that would have worked. Would have been a nice trade. So I think that gave me the confidence today to know that even though it was a red day, we still did highlight some decent trades. Just the trades that we did, say, win. It's just not enough. We're just not taking enough out of it. Those green trades just aren't enough. And a big part of that is because we are trading a very small contract sizes at the moment. But, Right, so again, this was, again, summed up the day, really. We took a really nice trade here. I mean, this one really went back all the way back up to the highs. But we've come down, this big correction, this big pullback. We've hit the middle of the opening range, 50-minute opening range. We've found support on, the previous resistance there just to the left. It was a really good trade, but we just moved our stop too quick, I mean, we're in a downtrend, so I say we're in a downtrend, we've got these big 5-minute candles coming down, so taking that buy is always going to be a risk. But, yeah, we ended up getting stopped out at break even, essentially. This one, we broke back above the EMAs. Looking to play into the swing structure of the lower lows. Of a higher low. Looking to play into the swing structure of a higher low. We've bounced off the 50 EMA. We've broke back above there. The only problem with this is you do have a pivot point there and the opening range high. So, but yeah, what it actually did was created a lower high and continue to pull back, really. So it was a shame, but whatever. Just is what it is. And then this one, nice break of a bear flag. And yeah, looking for the retest of the opening range low, which we got. So yeah, nice trade, that one. Later on with that one. So we basically went from breaking out of the opening range to coming all the way back down to the lows of it. So yeah. And again a nice, is it bear flag, maybe? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Let's break of a bear flag. I tried to move my take profit down on this one, actually, yeah. Trying to remember which one this one is. Yeah, moved my take profit down, but it basically filled me before I could modify the take profit order. So yeah, but still, it was a good trade. I know it's not for much profit because we are trading smaller contract sizes. Our confidence has gone a little bit, so we are just trying to make sure that we're not getting, the red days aren't too big, and this was another red day, despite making a lot more green trades than we have done previously. So Right. Looking at this now, apparently I got I got those trades mixed up a little bit. This is actually the one that didn't. Sorry, this is the one that filled me before I could modify my take profit. So I was trying to move my take profit down a little bit, but yeah, yeah, I think it felt as though got this bear flag here forming on the 5-minute chart. One candle pullback, a bit of a doji candle, probably not enough to warrant a real bear flag, a real pullback, but also got these big fair value gaps there as well. You know, gold's, I know, is this, you know, there's the S&P 500. Yeah, I took quite a few trades on the S&P 500 today. I don't think I mentioned that. Well, quite a few of them on the S&P 500, but yeah, so it was quite a sharp move there. This one, I think I just got in too early. I think I was a bit eager. Probably should have waited for a bit more pullback. As we start to move upwards again. Again, taking a trade in between the EMAs, probably not the best idea. I did sort of think that yesterday. But yeah, we've got this push back up off the opening range high. Push away from VWAP as well. Didn't really give it much, if any, room, to be fair, because I just have visions of it coming all the way back and forming that lower high, and then coming down to break back into the opening range and completely fall away again, you know, retest the middle of it, retest the bottom of it. So yeah, I moved my stop up quite tight on this one. I can't remember what happened with it. I can't remember whether it did continue to push up. I can't really remember. Oh no, it did, because I think I traded it again. I think the next trade is me trading it again. I think. Yeah. So I think it does. It does go back up. Yeah, we've got that break of the trend line targeting the 50 EMA. Yeah. Move the take profit again. Is this the same trade? What the fuck? Oh, I've not done this very well, have I? Is it? No. Oh, God. Shocking editing this is. Fucking hell. Oh well. It's so shit we can't watch it twice. Yeah. So this is I knew this video was too long. Whatever. Oh, God. Well, I've managed to do that. I think because all the I think they were all like 1:17, and I kind of lost track of how many 1:17 videos I put into it. Oh God, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it don't get any better watching it the second time, to be fair. Please, God, don't tell me I've put it on there. There we go. Alright, break of a trend line. Yeah, moved the stop to the lows. And yeah, now we're targeting that 50 EMA. So yeah, unfortunately, contract sizing being very small. Lost a bit of confidence in our trading. I think the last few weeks have been pretty shocking. This is probably the worst trading I've done. I would comfortably say I feel like I'm getting stopped out of everything at the minute. But I think that's more discipline, more lack of real strategy in what I'm doing. Yeah, I think there's a compilation of issues that we've got here. But I think right now, you know, it's not so much about making as much as we possibly can, rather about trying to get myself to the point where I'm consistent again. I say again, I never really was. But when I look back, I mean, I don't even, you know, when I look back at the profit and loss that I recorded, I have an app on my phone to record it. And, you know, I look at like the earlier months, and they're all like, you know, they're all green days, you know, like 5 green days in a row and shit like that. It's like, But now, Jesus, I struggle to look at it. It's just all red.